Hello, all. Welcome to Practically. I can see that people are joining. Hello, hi.
Hello, hi. Hello, hi. Hello, hi. Hello, hi.
Yeah, hi. Hi, all. I can see that everyone is joining. Yeah, good evening. Good evening. Hi, Mokshita. Good evening. Yeah, hi. Hello, this is. Oh, okay. Hi, Ipsita. Hello, Revati. Hi. So, hi, all. Welcome to Practically. So, you guys know that it's practically will give you online coaching and you will be getting a personalized mentor and you'll be clarifying the doubts through video, through the text also. It will be giving a live classes from the India's best teachers, and it will also give you a level of coding like through coding plus plus. And this is a we have a large content library also for stimulations. Okay, I guess we are waiting just people to come. So I'm your yeah, hi. This is Trinath. I'm your coach for storytelling. So we are just giving a 1 minute to start it off. Yeah, hi all. Once again, this is Trinath and Trinath Churukula. Uh, so I'm your storytelling coach. So first of all, we'll talk about we'll discuss about it like what is storytelling. Storytelling is nothing but you know it's an oral interaction. It's an art form first of all. Okay. So, what is art forms? Art forms, you can see an art forms like, you know, painting. See, I have thoughts in my mind. So, what would I do? In order to showcase my thoughts, so I'll be doing a painting. So that is one of the art form. The similar way, we have different types of art forms, and this is also one of the art form, the storytelling, because it's a oral interaction art form. So what I'm doing with you guys, this is the interacting, right? So similar way, we need to interact with others. So that is what the storytelling is. Okay. And now we'll talk about once upon a time. So first of all, I need to ask a question. You guys can send me those what do we call the replies. What do you get an idea about, like if someone says story, whatever it is, you can just mention in the text. So what do you get about, like if someone says, hey, what is a story? So anyone? I don't see any response. Yeah, it's I'm getting many responses. Thank you very much. A paragraph which can be imaginary. Yes, you're right. Absolutely correct. Um oh, I'm getting many responses. Thank you very much. And I want to make this session as interactive session. Then only, because this session itself, the storytelling itself, is an interactive thing. It's an interactive art form, because we have many art forms. Like filmmaking is also one of the art forms. So similar way, yes, many of you guys mentioned that it's a imaginary world or imaginary creation. Yeah, it's really good thing. Thank you very much for that. And now this one, what I'm talking about is, what I remember is once upon a time, because when you were in kids or tender age, I can say that. So it's like we remember that once upon a time there was a king. So that's how the story starts. And whenever we want to say stories to anyone, for example, if you are going late to your school, so what will you say that? Definitely you will cook up some story, right? And yeah, right. Everyone is saying that imaginary. You're right. Absolutely correct. And if you want to, maybe not you, maybe your father, or maybe, I can say your mother, anyone. If your father is going late to the office, so what he will say? Definitely he will say some story. Maybe he's stuck up in the traffic or something, right? The similar way, uh, yeah, I'm sorry, speak some loud. Okay, sure, definitely. Rohit, I hope it's anyone is facing the same issue. Rohit is saying that some, yeah, like traffic late. He will say that something traffic late. So everyone will come up with a cook up stories immediately. We'll cook some story immediately. And if you want to say that, once upon a time, I remember that my grandmother, she used to say that like one of the story. But I used to ask her every day a new or different story. And she was unable to, say different stories to me. Similar way, it might happen to anyone. Uh, it's fine. The audio, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually the imagination is, yes, you're absolutely correct. Most of the people are saying that it's imagination is basic funda. And this art form is nothing but, like we are talking about a storytelling art form. So this is, once upon a time, we'll come back to once upon a time thing. So might be your grandmother or your grandfather. maybe your father or mother, someone would be, telling stories to you for everything. Maybe you will approach your friend asking that, what happened today? Uh, Definitely you will come up with one story. Maybe it's not, I'm not saying the cook up story, but maybe it's a fact or something happened, some incident happened. Still, you will say that like a story kind of thing, like interestingly, because you're talking to your friend, right? So you will say that like, yeah, you know what happened? I went there, I saw something, but all of a sudden my dad came. So you'll say that in a story kind of thing, because it is like the oral communication or the storytelling. It's in there for everyone, every human being having the storytelling, technology, the brain, how our brain works in such a way. Okay, so this is how we'll talk about a storytelling. And I want to ask you guys one question. So this is very interesting. Tell me something about yourself. This is a very common question. If you go to any interviews, anywhere, people will ask you, tell me something about yourself. So, what would you say when you ask to introduce yourself? Like two to three sentences, or maybe you can say that, hi, this is so and so. You will say something like this, right? Yeah, anyone? What else you will say that apart from your name? I know that everyone will say your name because very first, because in order to know yourself, I need to know your name. That's good. That's good. Many people are, Seema Kotari, many people are responding. I cannot, go with the one by one, but yeah, I'm looking into it. Yes, yes. My father name is, yes, my hobbies are good, good, good. Very good, very good. Hobbies, education, profession. You're right. Absolutely correct. Nice, 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 nice thing. Thanks for the reply, guys. Thank you very much. So this is how maybe your replies. I can see that most of the replies are like this, right? Hi, my name is so and so. Your name? I come from this village or town or whatever it is. You will say that from Hyderabad, Mumbai, or whatever it is. And I live in, presently you are in Hyderabad or any other place in India or maybe from US, right? So my father's name is this. Someone mentioned already my father's name, and he works at somewhere. He's a government employee, or he can say that he's a software engineer. You can say many things, right? Yes, you're absolutely correct. These people are like everyone is saying the similar kind of response. But we'll go to first of all, what is actually what we have been doing the mistake. See, why I'm saying this mistake is it's not that we are doing mistake, but we are not saying that in a story pattern. We are just saying that my father is this, my hobbies are like this. So the other person may not be interested to know about your hobbies or your father's profession, right? So that's what the best way to introduce yourself. Any idea? Any quick idea? Anyone? We'll go to the next slide. Yeah, it's a story world. See, first of all, I can say that yeah, we need to go in a kind of storytelling. In a sense, for everything we need to have a structure, because why the other person would be asking you, because he wants to know something about your life. That means a story about yourself, right? So first of all, we need to talk about, there is a structure what I'm talking about. So first thing is your goals. Obviously you will say so and so my name, and after that you will say that I hail from, and because they don't bother about your where are you coming from, right? And what your father's profession is. I mean, they don't need to know more details about all this, right? They want to know as a person how you are, because they want to gauge you in that question itself. I mean, I'm talking about answer. So upfront, they're asking about a question, and you people are giving an answer to that, right? So in that answer itself, they want to gauge you as a person, how you are, and what you are, and what's your story about, right? So the goals. What do you mean by goal? Because everyone is having a goal. Maybe you have a short-term goal. I have a long-term goal, right? Everyone is having a goal. What do you mean by goal? But why we are saying that here in the story? I mean, story means yourself. You are a person like a story, right? You're saying your story. So what my goals bother him? For example, you have you want to become a person like a scientist. I mean, you this is your goal. They want to know that first of all. Okay. The next thing is your problems. Actually, I have written, purposefully I have written these problems, but these are not problems. These are obstacles. For every person, I might be having one goal to reach, right? But the problem is what the obstacle, what the challenge I'm facing in order to reach that. Obviously, because if there is no challenge, though you have a goal, I can say you can easily reach that goal. What is the point of making a goal, right? Am I making sense? So goal is nothing but, obviously we cannot, it takes time to reach it, or it is like a, we feel that that's a position, maybe that's your dream, that is the place where you want to see yourself, that is the goal. And the problems, okay, problems are nothing but obstacles. What are you facing? I mean, in order to reach that goal, you have your circumstances, your situations. These are all called problems. And what actions you are taking in order to come out of those problems. Because definitely you will be doing something. So, what are those actions? And the next thing is changes. What is going to change in your life? Because you have already applied actions. So what is changing here? Yeah, someone says that my goal is to become an artist. Yes, you become scientist. Yes. Yeah, someone says that pilot. Yes, everyone got their dreams or goals high. So we'll talk about this. So all these four points. So myself, this is Trinaksh Churukula. Okay, and my goal is I want to become a writer in film industry. Okay, and what my obstacles are, I have been in IT industry for almost 10 years, and I want to switch it. And what actions I have taken means I have already taken few actions in order to develop my skill, and as well as working with few people. So the change is I recently, one of my movie got released in Hong Kong. That movie name is My Indian Boyfriend. So that what actions I have taken, that is where I can see the change. I'm a screenwriter for that movie. So screenwriter means I have written the screenplay and dialogues for that movie. So this is my goal. Okay, this is a short-term goal. Maybe I want to, go further with I can say more movies. I can say like I want to, establish like a well-known writer. Obviously, so everyone wants to, right? I mean, you want to become successful in your life. That is how it should be. Okay. So whenever if person is asking you, like, tell me something about yourself, this is the way you need to explain them. Because For example, if you take, this is like an interview question. Okay, how you say that? For example, an IT interview. If you are an experienced person, or if you are a fresher or any person, so if you're going for an IT interview, how you will explain yourself? Like, I want to see myself as a manager within a 5 years of time. I mean, that is your goal. And what obstacles? Because you need to learn something. Lack of knowledge. So I'm trying to pursue that knowledge. That is the action which I'm taking it. And I'm a quick learner. I can make it, and the changes will happen. Right? So this is how it is. Yeah, becoming IAS officer. Yeah, everyone got their own goals. You're right. So this is the way you're gonna uh, tell your story. So this makes other person, when he's asking this question, he'll be thinking that you are a dream aspirant. You are working towards to fulfill your dreams. So this is how you need to say that, like a storytelling, because it's your story. See, everyone is saying that, like in the comments I can see that one person wants to become a pilot and one person wants to become a artist. So everyone got their own dreams to do that. Okay, next we'll talk about why storytelling. So anyone can say that, why storytelling? Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, people are saying that this will really helpful to the interview. So why storytelling? Any idea? Any to know morals? Maybe yes. That's correct. Absolutely. We'll come to know many things, because uh, I can say that, as I've told you, when we are in the tender age, our parents or grandparents would be telling few stories. So those are moral stories only. As you said, like someone says that to know the morals. So those stories are like, maybe we cannot implement those morals, or we couldn't understand at that age, because we are in a tender age. So we just want to know that story. That's it. But later part, when you are in your 30s, age of 40s, maybe you might apply in any other kind of experience kind of thing, because that moral, maybe you need to apply it. So that is how it would be, right? The storytelling. Now we'll talk about. Yeah, I'm waiting for that, to get knowledge, for inspiration. Yeah, these are all correct. Yeah, speaking fluently, you are absolutely correct. Yeah, why? Because most of the people want to say the story. Most of the people want to tell something, tell others, like your friends, your colleagues, your you want to say something to your teacher. See, that is what you're writing this, right? Everyone is commenting it. Yeah, for creative skills. Yes, you're absolutely correct, to improvise your creativity. And the first point is, so it's like, I can say 70% of the world's population depends on oral communication, because what I'm saying it right now is also in orally. See, orally I'm saying it. If one person is talking, definitely we also should reciprocate, like listening. So we need to consider this storytelling is because oral communication is high in this world. Okay, and obviously this one, many people have written that, like, it will improvise your language. Definitely, any language, maybe it's in Chinese, Cantonese, Spanish, anything, it will make you fluent. You're absolutely correct. Many people are writing the similar thing. And Sorry. The other thing is, it will give you an experience. These things also people have written it. So what I will tell you is, see, for elder people, like I can say, I don't want to mention that it's aged people or the people who got an experienced, experienced people. What they will say that you don't take this path because there are some hurdles in this path. Just go to this path because I have done the similar way. Like maybe your father, maybe your grandfather, maybe someone from your family, your uncle, someone will say that. Why? Because they have experienced it. So if they say that, no, don't take this, will you listen? No, because you're expecting a backstory. What happened? What will happen if I take this? For example, any course. If I go with this course, what will happen? So you need an example of it. So your uncle, for example, he might be telling you, see, I have taken this course, so I have already done this mistake, but better you should not do this. That is the reason I'm giving a heads up to you. That is what he's saying. So that is the, we no need to experience everything. The person who already been experienced in their life. Even now I am saying this storytelling. Why? Because I have been experienced it. I will tell you in a story manner. Okay, no problem. We'll discuss in more about it. Okay, few stories that inspires you, because if you see Abdul Kalam story, Mr. Abdul Kalam, and as well as if you see, Thomas Alva Edison, who invented bulb. So if you listen to their stories, you will see that like, oh my God, this is the fantastic. You feel inspired, and few stories will teach you something. Like, uh, you know, when someone says something, for example, you don't know anything about politicals, or about one politician, for example. So if someone says something, it would be like learning for you. Oh, okay, he's the guy who has done many good things. So you will become to know positive things about him. So you are learning the subject actually. The political science is also one of the subject. So that is the way. Maybe the person who is having an immense knowledge of politics, maybe he will tell you. So it will inspire you, and it will give you a learning opportunity, and it will give you an awareness. How do you get an awareness? Because if someone is saying something, like if you don't know anything about a particular, the kids, how they mentality, like 3 to 4 years kids, so how their mentality, how they behave, it will give you, if you're not sure about it, it will give you awareness. So that is the reason we need to know the storytelling. And as well as the main important thing is, when you are telling a story to someone, okay, any story, be it like, like as we discussed, tell me something about yourself also. You can mention your hurdles in that story also. You can mention your hurdles. Like, for example, if you are an experienced person who is going for an interview, you can say that actually, I have learned this process, like for example, coding, C++, or whatever you call it, or Java. After that, when I was in the work, I got some issue. So it took for 2 to 3 days for me to come out of that issue. So you will explain that issue. That is like, the other person will understand that, okay, this guy is a stubborn, he or she might be, they're stubborn about resolving the issue. And as well as, there should be the storytelling, way of storytelling would be in an emotional way. Because when you go home, you will see your father or mother, you have a story. Okay, if they are asking you why you have come late, so you must be having a story. Maybe you can say that in emotional way. See, for example, if someone is saying that, or some close relatives or our parents or family members, anyone is saying that, you know what, today I was just driving bike, I just missed it in a fraction of seconds. Actually, there was some mess would have happened, like accident kind of thing. So what you will say that, what you will reciprocate, you will say that take care. You should not do that way. I mean, when you're driving it, you should not be. You should be very cautious. Okay, so there is an emotional journey or emotional way they're conveying the story. Okay, so that is the main reason we would need to know, or we want to become a storytellers. Everyone, as I've told you, already we are storytellers. Already you are in the class. I guess like 20 minutes. Already you people are storytellers only. I believe that. Okay. Now we need to know that what type of qualities we acquire as a storytellers. Anyone? Anyone can say something? Yeah, we need experience. You're absolutely correct. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Writing is also a narrating, because you're right, right. Good English, because yes, you should have a command in language. Obviously, any language, be it in English, any other language, attitude, writing. Yes, you guys are saying it's correctly. So we'll talk about these points. So we should acquire few things in order to become a storyteller. Because if you are a storyteller, I will be the person. It's a point of view, right? Storyteller means you are telling a story. You're telling a story on your point of view. So I'll be the person who is listening. Okay. So the listener, I should have patience. If I am telling a story, you also will become a listener, and you will be also having a patience. First of all, we need to listen stories. Then only we will become a storyteller. Because without listening many stories, you can't be a storyteller. And we should have emotional maturity. What is this? What is emotional maturity? Because if someone is saying, maybe your friend, okay, if he's saying about some issue, maybe he's having some issue with his father or something happened, you cannot laugh, right? You'll be saying that seriously, you'll be listening to him. Oh, is that? You'll be reciprocate to him like that. But when he's cracking a joke, what will you do? It's also an emotion, right? It's emotically. Like, what will you do? You'll definitely laugh. So you should have that emotional maturity to understand the other person who is a well storyteller, I can say. Maybe he's well versed in that, in storytelling art. As we discussed, this is an art. Okay, it's an art form. And many people have mentioned that, yes, reading, you should be, voracious reader. Why? Because when you read it, you will be imagining. We discussed in the very first point, like imaginary. Your imaginary skills will be increasing because of reading, right? So then only you will become a storyteller. And we call it like a writing also. Many people have mentioned that, the ability to write anything. What do you want to write? So anything you write, because you will get something in the mind, like a fictional story, Okay, any story you want to write it, and it should be worth enough. Like if you're habituating that every day, if you're writing it, definitely you will become a storyteller. And so I can assure you that, guys, as I've told you, we are all of storytellers, but I'm not saying that we'll become, in a overnight we'll become a storytellers. Means we'll be becoming a master in it. But I will show you the technique, okay, the path, and we'll give you few tips out of it. And if you apply it in your day-to-day life, I'm sure one day you will become a master. Okay, and yeah, any questions, guys? If you have any questions regarding this, so this is how I just set an expectation that going forward couple of weeks, I guess, so we are learning this storytelling. Yeah, someone is saying question. Yes. Ajitesh. Yeah, what's the question? uh, it's too early to give assignments. Yes, I will give you guys assignments, how to improvise on it, and we'll give you tips. It's a very first day, right? Yeah, okay. So I like writing stories rather than narrating it. Yeah, when you write the story itself, you need to narrate it, right? Sir, can you tell me? I'm sorry, I'm getting many replies, so I'm just hearing. Yes, yes, you can become, like as you said, like you said, I want to become a writer. Yes, you will also become a writer. No problem. I'll tell you the tips. I don't know if I start the story. I don't know how to end it, sir. Give me some tips. Yeah, definitely we'll talk about it because in a storytelling or maybe writing, I can say first of all, because when you write it, then only you will be narrating or telling the story, not a normal stories. Because why you are late, what happened, not this type of stories I'm talking about, but actual stories. When you are, it's a fictional thing, right? So we need to create it. When you want to create it, you need to pen down. Okay, so you need to write it. What is the between narrating and storytelling? There is, I don't think it's a difference between narrating and storytelling, because when you are narrating it, maybe you will be more cautious about it. Storytelling is, we can consider it as for many places or many situations. I precise on that, because as we said, like as we were talking about, like cook up stories, maybe you will say that excuse, in order to get excuse, you will say some stories. And fictional stories, there are many stories like this. So me and my friend have been written a story. Yeah, it's really good. Please keep writing. This is very important. I will tell you the tips how to write a professional way. Okay. So what about the stories? Sharing parts. Yeah, we'll have future classes like this, like most of the questions what you're asking, because story elements are there. How to set up a story. Um, what is the structure of the story? And there is a three-act structure we call. So we have many classes. I mean, I segregate in such a way. So don't worry. Uh, so can you tell me definition? Uh, okay. Actually, yeah. How to give a moral at the end of the story? Actually, it depends on your story, because when you decide that I want to give a moral, like anything, be it for example, a moral is suicide awareness. Many people will commit a suicide of normal things. I can say silly things. But if you want to give a awareness or like a moral out of it, so you can do that. Like it just what you want to convey to an audience, be it anyone. Like as you become a storyteller or you're writing a story, both are same. So how and you're setting up and what is your end, that will be that comes automatically the moral of the story. Sir, about title, I'm sorry, actually many questions I'm getting, but I've created two stories in lockdown. It's very good. Jahnavi, I guess. It's good. Sir, can we rewrite the old story? Yes, you can rewrite. Writing itself is a rewriting. uh, how to become interactive, less nervous? See, it's just a confident, because when you know that what exactly you're talking about, your subject knowledge. That is also, if you say that stand-up comedians, they will also have a script. If you see stand-up comedians, we will feel that okay, they are saying it in a kind of fraction of seconds. They're thinking that and they're cracking a joke. Maybe the spontaneous would be there, but not for the whole session. Okay, they must be preparing for something. They have something in their idea or in mind, and they will be most of the people would be writing also, because there is a script for that. How to decide title depends on your story. uh, what exactly, actually title depends on the theme of the story, because uh, what exactly you convey to the audience. Like theme means nothing but a message, or maybe key part of the story, key role of the character also. You can put it as a title, or key place, one village name or place name. You can take it anything as a title actually, because that should play the key role in your story. Then only you can put it as a title. Your name. My name is Trinath Chukula. Your name. Thank you. Trinath Chukula. My name is. Can say. I write story. Name is Cold Winter Night and Mother in Hotel. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, if you are spamming the messages, maybe I cannot see the exact messages, or people might be asking questions. Did you narrate any story, sir? I narrated it. I don't know whether you're asking me to narrate it now, or I don't know, but uh, I narrated to the many people. Sir, can you tell me the definition of? Yeah, Manvita Ramesh. See, storytelling and narration, I won't see a different parts. I mean, you yourself, you're narrating it. See, storytelling is a point of view. If you are telling a story, if you're telling my story, it's your point of view. If you're telling if I am telling your story, that is my point of view. But I'm narrating a story means I'm not saying it in a point of view. I'm saying it, I mean, point of view means I'm not saying according to the characters in the story. I'm narrating as a story. So this is the difference between narrative and storytelling. Created two stories in lockdown. Yes, Mauni. Good. Keep writing, because when you write, then you will come to know what is wrong, what is right, and how to write. You will get many things actually. I wrote a story and many poems. Yeah, literature, it's really good. And anyone can talk to person themselves. I don't know what it's talking about. Sir, in story, how to express our feelings. Through characters, we'll be expressing our feelings because, see, as a writer, I'm a writer, I want to express my feelings. So, through characters only, because uh, whatever the issue happened, whatever the obstacle, as I've told you, you should have some problem or the obstacle, you should put that for the character. Then only we would be emoting that actor or character. So that is how we can express. I am Sita. Okay. Hi. Storytelling. I want. Thank you, sir. I also wrote my own story during lockdown. It's good. Yeah, because we got locked down and many people would be having a leisure time. So better you can write stories and you can learn how to write it also because there are many platforms in the YouTube or many sources I can say to learn it with the free of cost with the payment also. I can say in a different platforms too. I'm talking about film writing. It's a whatever we are discussing in this session is not completely film writing, but this is just a glimpse of it. But I am sure I'm giving you more than that because I have already worked with the film. That is the main reason. So, what is the difference between? Yeah, I have already mentioned it, Praveen. Storytelling and narration. What is the difference? Okay. Thank you very much. Any other questions, guys? If you have any questions, yeah, will uh, sir, can you tell a story next class? Definitely, definitely we'll discuss about stories and I will tell you a story, no problem. So tell a joke story next class. You decide it whether it's a joke or not. No, sir, everything is clear. Thank you very much. My film name is My Indian Boyfriend. It is in Chinese, Cantonese language. I have written it in English. Will you tell story next class? I'll let you know that because I have just prepared. These sessions would be interactive, and I'm sure you all will be having like lively sessions. I can say. Okay. Yeah, we discussed about motivational and moral stories. Like, see, it depends on you should know your end. As I've told you, the similar way, what story you want to say that. That is how you can make or you can make it like motivational or emotional or maybe someone says it's a funny, I mean comedy kind of thing. You can do that. Not today. Today is a very first day, so I don't want to give you any assignments, but I'll give you tips and assignments. Don't worry. Um, yes. How did you participate for writing story? It's not participating. Actually, I'm a writer for that. I have been trying in film industry for almost 5 6 years. That's right. Uh, yeah, I guess Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, that's it now. I guess we have already repeating the questions. So we have already discussed all these things, and thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next session.